think I am recording now. Yep, there we go. Okay, we're at the Ladonia Cemetery. It's kind of a map of it. We're going to show y'all more. It's pretty big, and it's pretty old.
Since 1865.
There it is.
No loitering or trespassing after dark.
Yeah, see, that's the problem. We can't come out here at night. But
If we get permission from the mayor.
I don't know. We'll find out if we can get some permission to come out here after dark. But it doesn't really matter in this town, or cemetery for that matter, if it's dark outside. My daughter is now 22 years old, and we've lived in this area for a long time. I was trying to lose weight, and so we would walk. Well, right here is where we would be walking a lot in this little circle. See how this goes around right there? Well, my daughter half the time, she was 6 years old at that time, would stray off into this little area. And because I can see her and there's nobody down here, I didn't think anything of it. Well, she would sit right over here. Where's the bench? There's a little bench back here. And I'm not sure exactly where it was. Man, y'all, it's been a long time since I've been down in the cemetery. Look at our tissues out of the car in just a little bit and a little exploring, but it's like right in this area. There's a little bench. Well, you know, a 6-year-old kid going and sitting on the ground next to the bench, y'all. Next to the bench. Not on the bench. She sat next to the bench. And she would start talking to somebody right out there while looking like she's speaking to someone sitting on an empty bench. We would go over there and talk to her, and she described a woman. She said that she died in a fire, and that she had a long hair that was braided in the back. It was brown. And that her name was, I think it was Laura. I'll have to call my daughter to remember all that. But it was crazy. She was 6 years old, and she gave such descriptions of so many things. She said she was a teacher. Because it happened on many, many occasions. It wasn't just once. We walked this area daily for years, and she talked to that spirit for 3 or 4 years, easy. Well, we actually spoke to Leon Hurst, who was the mayor at the time. He's deceased now, and I believe he's actually buried in this cemetery. Maybe Leon will talk to us, because he loved us. But anyway, he said that there was a teacher out here. Her name was correct, the one that Melinda gave. And so, you know, that was pretty intense. It was pretty cool. So, but way back here in the back of this cemetery, which is where we're actually headed before we get our tushies out of the car, is really
older area.
old. That's where the old cemetery begins. It's way back here in the back. It's a little bit right over here in the corner. There's kind of a beginning of it. These up closer to us, these are a little newer, but back there by the tree line, some of those are some of the older ones. These are still pretty old, but they're you know, 1890s and stuff. But we've got some older ones back here that we're actually going to come back here, and we'll try doing some spirit box stuff, and who knows what we'll see, what we'll hear. I'm going to try to, well, there's actually a geocache spot right over here by this tree. I don't know if it's still there or not, but back then when we were doing all that stuff, we were also doing geocaching, and this tree area was one of the markers. I don't remember if it was these trees or that tree, but anyway. So this is going to be a little weird because we're going to be getting out of the car. but I don't want to cut. So we're going to try to shut up and just see what happens. And Carl's over here. I'm going to dig in the bag for a minute and get out a few handy little helpers. So here's the speaker and the aux cord for the Spirit Box Daddy. This is Carl, by the way, everybody.
Hi guys.
And I'm Beth, in case we didn't mention that. Wouldn't surprise me if we didn't. My coffin. I'm a heavy smoker. Okay, this right here, Carl, is one of our trails through. It's between. I already kind of know this cemetery. Makes it a little easier to stay off of anybody's actual grave. Back over here in this corner, I have heard things, I have felt things, I was touched more than once during the day, during the night we've been out here. Here we have some 1918s, 1850 to 1927. Wait, what? Some of these, you can't even, some of these you can't see the dates on them at all. Down here, on the other side of the graveyard, there's this lovely, creepy pond.
Wow.
Yeah, that's the double. Oh, I probably shouldn't say their name. I know who owns that property.
Yeah.
Okay. I think maybe.
A long time ago they said big black cat in this room.
Yeah. Oh, we've had bobcats out here running through the cemetery. No, we can't. Yeah, we gotta either go through down here. Don't go through there, Carl. Because, right. Unfortunately, they're not appropriately lined up over in this area, so you kind of need to go around things. Where's the... Gosh. It's been so long since I've been down here. I think I brought us to the wrong side. I think I brought us to the wrong side. It's been so long.
It's alright, we need to exercise.
Hmm? Oh, I don't know. I remember there was a... Oh yeah, thank you. I'm gonna stay over here to the edge. There's our car over there, y'all.
Looks like small.
There's a baby section where It's heartbreaking. And it's like this year period, there's that a whole bunch of them passed away. Okay, so I am gonna cut. I'm a fibber. I'm trying to figure out how to pause this thing. By the way, this is a brand new camera, and we're all
new to this too.
New. Pause.